What's up guys, this is Akshay from AS Learning, and today in this video we'll be seeing how to classify text into labels using GenAI. By tagging means labeling a document with classes such as sentiment, language, style. Okay, so we can think of it like a multi-class classification for the document where we will be doing information extraction on things like what is the sentiment being talked in the document, what is the language being talked, what is the style being used in the document. Okay, something like a multi-class classification for the text. Okay, and how we are going to do it is let's say we have an we have an input text here. Then whatever data we want to extract, we have created a schema for it. Let's say here we have schema, properties, sentiment, the type string, aggressiveness, type integer, language, type string. And then we have a function name information extraction, which is describing extract information from the passage. So what is the information? The information is this schema. Okay, so and we will be doing a LLM function calling here. Okay, and once we do it, we will be getting details like the sentiment being talked in the document, the language, and other things like aggressiveness and the tone in the document. Okay, so this is how it will be. So let's get started with the coding. The first thing we'll be doing would be installing the required libraries. So here I have been doing in quiet mode to the most upgraded version, LangChain and LangChain OpenAI. Okay, so let's see what is the most upgraded version of LangChain. I think it should be something above 1.52. Oh, it's 0.3.4. Interesting. I think then 1.52 might be of OpenAI. Okay, let's say of OpenAI, what's the version? I remember we have 0.1, 0.2 and 0.3 of LangChain. So yeah, my bad. 1.52 I think is the latest of OpenAI, and of LangChain it should be 0.3 I think is the latest one. Currently it is 0.3 only, 0.3.4. Okay, great. Okay, once we have the required packages installed, now the next thing we would do would be I'm getting my API key, which I have in the keys. Okay, so it's easy. You just need to do import user data and just get the key. Okay, with the secret name passed, which I've set. The next thing what we'll be doing is we now need the initialization of LLM. Then we need a solid prompt, and we need a function, okay, which will be doing the extraction of the information from the text. Okay, so for creating the prompt, here we are importing chat prompt template. For our LLM, we are using chat OpenAI, and we are using base model and field from Pydantic for setting up our schema function. Okay, so this is what the prompt is: extract the desired information from the following passage. Only extract the informations mentioned in the classification function passage, and here the entire text would be there from which the properties mentioned in classification would be extracted. For setting up the schema, we have inherited the base model of Pydantic. We have set sentiment, aggressiveness, and language, and using field we are also giving it a description. Okay, what is sentiment? It's a sentiment of the text. Then we have aggressiveness, how aggressive the text is on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being least aggressive, and language, what language of the text is written in. Okay, and now the next thing we would be initializing the LLM. So here we are using GPT-4o mini. Okay, and we are using the weight structured output of function of LLM. Okay, and there we have passed classification schema. So what would be happening would be it will see the schema set in the classification, and it would return us a structured output. Okay, the output looks something like this. We can also return a JSON or a dictionary. It looks something like this. Okay, you just need to do a dot dic and you will get an output like this. Okay, but we are using the with structure output function of the chat OpenAI. Okay, and finally what we do is we are integrating our tagging prompt and our LLM, and we are creating our chain, and we will be invoking our chain with the input, and then this entire LLM with function calling would be running. Okay, so what we did was, let's go above in the diagram. We needed a LLM. Okay, we initialized the LLM here. Okay, then we needed a function call. We needed a function which would set up the schema for us. So this is what the schema is and the function. Okay, and finally we are using this classification schema with our with structured output to get the required result. And finally we have plugged in our prompt and our LLM. Okay, and it's creating a chain. Okay, so first input is Rahul is a very good guy, he's an excellent co-worker. We invoked it and we got sentiment positive, aggressiveness 1, language English. Rahul is a waste of talent, he's not good enough. We got aggressive 6 because it looks aggressive now, right? And sentiment negative and language is English. Okay, simple. Now let's say if you want to have some finer control on the output, you want a control over the values in sentiment, you want to add one more class, or some set of languages or some scale of aggressiveness, you can just create an enum here in the field. This ellipsis here tells that this argument here is mandatory and required. Okay, so you need to give this this argument into the output. Okay, and here we have set a enum, and we have created a description of it, and we have set some values there. Now it will be only returning me the values only from this enum. Okay, triple dot means it's like a required field. Okay, the tagging prompt is same, nothing changed. LLM is same, we have done the integration, and here we have example. And now you can see that the sentiment here is happy, language English, and aggressive 1. So it is giving the output from these values only. Okay, so it gives you a finer control. Okay, so that's it with this, guys. In this video we saw how to classify text into labels using GenAI, and yeah, so in this way you can do multi-class classification or classification using GenAI. And here we have used LangChain and OpenAI, but you can use any another model also, let's say Llama or maybe Anthropic or some other model, and you can also use Llama index here. Okay, and you can execute this use case also. Okay, so that's it with this, guys. If you learn something new, just give it a thumbs up, and stay tuned to AS for more such amazing tech stuff. Take care, peace out.